Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, I really wish this wasn't a video I needed to make. It sounds as though someone's making this up, but I promise you, it's not. It's not. It's genuine. Now, the good people of Epping, of course, have been fighting over the Bell Hotel. They want it over and closed, and the courts agreed to put this injunction in. And then, the government are fighting that. You've seen that in a video earlier. But they have won because they were strong. Unfortunately, that strength of character does not extend to Essex County Council. Essex County Council, and I genuinely am not making this up, they have got in a support team. It contains mental health professionals. And the reason it exists is so that those poor little soy, milksop, pearl-clutching, delicate flowers that work for the council may have seen a St George's Cross or a Union flag and have become traumatised. They're suffering from PTSD. They need mental help. Oh no. Oh, Jeffrey, I'm going to faint. Oh. What? It is absolutely true. It's offering support to staff who've seen flags. Send them home. Fire them. If they're that useless, if they're that, delicate, they can't be doing the hard work of a council, can they? It's unbelievable. No, it's not. It's not. What am I kidding? It's not unbelievable. Now, I tell you what is unbelievable, and that's the deal from Surfshark. I've been pushing VPNs for quite some time, and Surfshark approached me and asked me to basically say a good word and point you in their direction, and I am more than happy to do so. I have got Surfshark on my phone. There's my dog. I've got it on my television. I've got it on my laptop that sits beside me. I've got it on the tablet that I'm looking into now, because there's no limit. You can have many devices as you like, and all for the one simple price. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, I recommend it myself. As I say, I'm a user many years, and it is a wonderful VPN. In case you're wondering what a VPN is, it's a virtual private network. It sits atop your device, and so your device looks up through the world, out through it, but anyone looking back only sees the VPN. They can't see into your device, so it is that layer there that absolutely protects you and stops malfeasance, shall we say. You can sit there on a public Wi-Fi, so in a restaurant, cafe, bus station, wherever, and you can quite safely look at your bank account, make a payment or whatever. Nobody can come back in. Absolutely brilliant from that. And of course, the other thing is, of course, people don't realise, and they often talk about this with VPNs, is when you are Googling, say, in Europe, you'll see at the bottom it says some items have been removed due to European law, and Google has to comply, and it does. But if you're in America, say, it doesn't do that. And so you can actually just pretend digitally, push a couple of buttons, away you go, you're now digitally in America. You can do the same search, and boom, you've got more and different results, because it isn't being filtered by EU censorship rules. And they're all just absolutely there. I mean, this is where it is. And of course, the other geolocation is you can go and watch streaming in other countries and maybe see things that aren't available in yours. Or if you're abroad on holiday, say, you can flick back into wherever you're from, and you can get that latest episode that you would otherwise miss because it isn't showing on the Netflix in the location you're at. So it's all very, very good for that. As I say, unlimited devices. There's 32,000 servers. 3,200 servers in 100 countries. I was multiplying up and getting completely wrong numbers there. But there's no logs. They don't keep a track. So wherever you go, you go. Nobody cares. You're done. 24/7 support. Absolutely brilliant. If you go along to surfshark.com/Fox4, number 4, it's going to appear here. And I'm presuming it's going to appear here. It depends if my graphics man, my editor, does his job properly. But assuming it's here now. And, if you go there, go to that link, get in, use Fox4 in the, as the code when you're paying, and you will get 4 free months. So you pay for the year subscription, you get 4 free months. I mean, you can't go wrong. And even if you don't like it, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. Bang, it's replaced. But I guarantee you one thing. You probably won't, because once you've got it, you can see the benefits almost straight away. And you're like, yep. And you'll never be without one again, despite what the government want. Anyway, back to the video. We were talking, of course, about Essex Council. Now, this is just unbelievable. The Children and Families Senior Leadership Team. Now, we all know what goes on in that team. Often very traumatic stuff. When you see what happens to some kids, don't get proper parenting. So you've got to be fairly hard to be there and work doing that kind of work. So it kind of wonders how you can be looking in on families with awful problems and then faint at the sight of a British flag. It makes you wonder. Anyway, they sent an email to staff yesterday saying it was aware of the increasing visibility of St George's and Union flags displayed on road signs, bridges and trees in parts of Essex. But apparently now that is a problem. A problem is that people are seeing the flag of their own country. Deary me. He says, while these symbols may hold different meanings for different people, we recognise that for many, particularly our colleagues of colour, they can evoke feelings of discomfort and be associated with anti-immigration rhetoric. So they're speaking up for the people of colour, because apparently people of colour can't speak up for themselves, and they need their white colleagues in the council to defend them publicly, because these poor little people of colour are there to be patronised or something. And what if you get people of colour who actually are proud of our flags? Does that screw up with the council's thoughts? Who knows? But I do know that when you see these things, and there's the marches and that, there's not just white people there. We've all seen them. There's people who are Indian looking, who are black, people who are Chinese looking, whatever, all over the world. There's no one single race. Their argument is flat and dead before it starts. But the council says it encourages staff unsettled or affected by what you're seeing to reach out, and offers for them to speak with their line manager, service manager, global majority leads, whatever that is. Global majority. In other words, people who aren't white. So they're admitting that white people are the minority. Antonia, the assistant director, or the director. Do these people, does the director, do they get time off too? Do they get, oh, I've had to counsel someone, it was very traumatic, I better go home. What? Anyway, the email adds, we stand firmly against all forms of racism and discrimination, except when it's against white Brits. And we are committed to fostering a safe, inclusive and respectful environment for everyone, except white Brits. An email offering reassurance and the opportunity to seek support was sent on behalf of Essex County Council's Children and Families Leadership Team to their to their employees, says a spokesman. Of course it does. The council will no doubt also be out there taking down Palestine flags, all the gay flags, all the rainbow flags. They'll all have to come down, because it's very traumatic seeing these things, isn't it? I'm very traumatised by seeing the Palestine flags. I'm very traumatised about seeing trans flags. Will they all come down, and can I get support? Or is this only screw the white English? Not sure. I'd love to know the answer. Is it only for people who've seen the Union flag, the flag of the country in which they're living? Or do all flags cause trauma? Let me know in the comments. Essex Council, you should be ashamed of yourself. Thanks a lot. Bye.